Hey guys, what's going on? If I'm up on here. Apologies for the trouble. Well, for those on stream, they would realize that I was having some microphone troubles, but that's all cleared up. So, with that out of the way, I can just get straight into things. So, last we left off, we went through the mansion. I managed to get a bunch of stuff, and now we're out into the world where we've encountered a nymph to begin with on our adventure, and now we are getting into the bare bones of what our adventure is actually about. With that, we shall get into the first stage. So, there is a few things that you guys will come to understand when we go downstairs, but I will explain as we go along. But everything's important here, so you'll come to understand that at least. Okay. So, this is Honoriel. To give you a rough idea, she is the person that provides mercenaries. We're going to be getting a lot of them. In particular, we need enough to support our main cast, and it's how Stephen Armstrong is going to get his recruits, essentially. Ah, there goes the notification that I'm live. Alright. For anybody that doesn't have, like, voice, I'm just going to just quickly speed through them. I'm not gonna... Well, unless it's part of the main story. That's the exception. But to give you a rough idea, Andorial Eight Eyes is basically the mercenary group for the Pathfinder Society. They will give you mercenaries which you can buy, essentially. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We do not have the money right now to support the fighters, but if we get 2k gold pieces, then we can get ourselves plentiful amounts of warriors, which is going to be an important factor to look into. If we can maintain a low level, this price won't increase, but we have to keep in mind that the more we dissuade from, you know, getting level ups, then the weaker the fighters we're going to get. So it's probably for the best if we level up and just get them as we go along. Alright. Alright. Svetlana has a quest for us, I do believe. And it's roughly... These are just like mini quests that you have to focus on. For this, she's basically just asking us to help a friend of hers who has joined the bandits, to my knowledge. But I will simply go with the middle option, which is I can't promise anything, but if I do come across the ring, I'll return it. Okay. I'll just go through the options because it never hurts. I will deal the Stag Lord, no doubt. I'll just go with the fairly neutral option here. Okay. Now, this is a quest. Svetlana's ring. I've got to recover her wedding ring and return it, which isn't too hard. I've got to meet Tartuccio as well, so that would be the gnome guy that we met last session. And I got to deal with him. And then we have the Stolen Lands quest, which goes for 90 days, roughly. Took us 2 days to travel here, but that's no biggie. But now we've got to go to the Thorn Fjord and keep track of passing time, which is not too hard. If you're efficient with your travel around this place, then you shouldn't need to worry too much. Alright. I'm just quickly speeding through the pass. I'm sure you guys would want to know more about Jthal and all that, but personally, I'm not going to do all that, you know, tedious thing, because this game is big as it is just a swamp of information that I've already gone through. I don't think you guys want to go through it personally, so we'll just keep going and see where it leads us, really. But to give you a rough idea, Jthal is semi-undead, to put it lightly. Okay. Personally, I just do this whole going through the text just because I can. I don't have to, but, you know, whatever. But basically, you know, doing this just opens up dialogue that I can use, and it's just conversation, and it gives me a chance to explain to you guys what's going on. Valerie, as you know, is a very hardy tank of sorts. So she's very frontline heavy, but the goal this run is not to use these companions as much. I will be using the Hawkeye that I told you about in the tavern. She will be solely responsible for recruiting the rest of the cast that you will know and most surely love. But having these side quests be done is very important, strictly because, well, it provides for the whole situation. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be annoying, but it has to be done. Personally, I could just avoid this, but it's important for the story, which, you know. There are some questions I'm going to avoid because I've already been through romance routes, so yeah. I'm just going to avoid that. Don't need that for Senator Armstrong. I don't think, anyways. Okay, there we go. I think... Oh, no, that's... Oh, God. So many talking. Jeez. Okay, with that, I think that's everything that I need to do here, but there are a few quests dotted here and there, so I'm going to quickly grab those. I think it's just mainly talking with Oleg, and seeing what he has, and then talking with the alchemist, because he does have some things as well. Alright, let's see what I've got inventory-wise. Weapons, just sell all these. I don't need them. As well as the armor. I'm not going to need it. Okay. Offer the miscellaneous stuff. Keep the wand of magic missile, because, yeah, why not? Oh, that's actually enough to get a mercenary, so I can get one mercenary for our expedition. I'm probably also going to ditch, well, 41 gold for a wand of magic missile with 11 charges. I mean, it's a D4 plus 1, so somebody's going to use it. So at least it's going to be useful to some extent. Not right now, though. But we can get one mercenary in, and I've been thinking hard and long about who I should invite first. So I had a numerous amount of choices I could go with. But there is one particular person that I think would be fitting for the story. Well, not per se the story, perhaps, but something that's going to be helpful for the immediate now. Just give me a second to get it open. Okay, with that, this should work. Behold, we have Samuel Rodriguez. As you probably know him, well, he's already obviously going to be human, so that is an important factor to take into account. I don't think he's as bulky as Senator Armstrong, but he's definitely up there. Skin tone, I'll keep it to the same color. But the hairstyle, probably a little different than this, but... like this? No. This might work. It's probably going to be the best I'm going to get. Yeah, style 6. Let's go with a bit of stubble. Yeah, just a bit of stubble, and we go with black hair. There we go. I think style 6 is good, but I'll check the other styles just in case. Yeah, 6 is going to have to do. I'll check just to be sure. Style 4 might work, but no. Yeah, no, style 6 is probably the best fitting. I'm just going to keep it right-handed. He's going to be human, obviously. From there, the class was really a hard thing to discern, but I ended up choosing one thing that fit. I wanted to go Barbarian and Mad Dog with him. Yes, it seems like an odd situation, but considering the circumstances of how he got his animal companion, which would be, I've forgotten the name, but he is the original owner of the dog, and I figure it would be best to bring in the dog for this circumstance, and just treat it as like somebody's that's gonna be there. So more cast members never hurts, right? But he will be the mad dog of the party. So we've got another melee user, unfortunately. but we do have an animal companion as part of that. So it's not a complete bungle of anything, really. But yeah, we are going to have him be the mad dog, essentially. And he is going to have a wolf companion. So we're going to have a trip companion, and once they reach level 7, it's going to buff up with +8 strength and +4 con and whatnot. So the gains are not that bad, all things considering. Especially the trip. Especially the trip. I could go with really any animal companion, but that doesn't really fit this theme of what I'm going for, so I'll just keep it as is and go from there. But yeah, we'll be going wolf animal companion. He is going to have strength as a focus, most likely. Let's see. I don't think there's anything he needs to focus in aside from high damage, so let's just go with that and see where we go. I don't think there's any negatives. Yeah, there's no negatives if he goes this route. Heck, he even gets a Tireless Rage and all that. Does he lose out on the buffs to his rage? I think he does, doesn't he? Unless I'm being misinformed otherwise. Yeah, no, he still gets his buffs. Never mind. Okay. Alright, with Animal Companion sorted, we're going to want a high damage here. So he's going to be high damage maintenance, but yeah. Just got to figure out what's best. Do I need anything else? Do I need ints? Not really. Let's pop Wisdom, though. Get that Wisdom up. Charisma, no. He's not going to need that. Definitely Strength is important, though. Okay, let's reduce Charisma as well. Bring Dex up to 10. Okay, so I'm going to suffer a minus from Int and Charisma, but that's fine, I think. Actually, I could probably just do that and bump Charisma or Int back up. Charisma I'm not going to be using on Samuel, so let's just have Int at 10, Con at 13, and I think that should be good. Well, actually, what I could do is... yeah, there we go. There. 20, 10, 14, 8, 12, 8. It might not be exactly what he has in the game, but it is close enough to what I'm going with. Considering the current bonuses I've got right now, I should probably focus in Lore, Nature, Perception, and I guess Athletics. There's no reason not, after all. Okay, I think with that, we've got everything. We just need to level them up. Okay, fast movement, pack tactics. I haven't decided on a weapon for him yet, so we just gotta think of that. What armor does he use? Light armor, medium armor, and shields. Okay. So I could probably go into heavy armor if I so desire. Which might actually not be a bad idea, considering he's got no dex. It might be worthwhile to beef up his tankiness. Let's see, what else do I need? Considering his animal companion is going to trip, he's going to get lots of bonuses, especially when the opponent goes prone. Let's see. Ferocious Fetch. War Beast gains improved trip as a bonus feat. Okay. So yeah, the wolf is getting way better with time. I could go power attack. There's definitely plenty of thought going into this. I just need to think. I could go armor proficiency, heavy armor, though. Is there anything stopping me? Not really. Alright, let's go heavy armor proficiency, so that way he's a bit more of a tank. And for his spare feat, we shall grab... I guess power attack seems fitting. Yeah, it seems like the most fitting, at least. Yeah, let's go... Yeah, let's go power attack. I think that's for the best. Oh, improved initiative could also fit. I'll grab improved initiative instead. We can get power attack later. Now what's his temperament? I don't think he's a madman. Definitely not. He is very cocky, though. I'm gonna say he's aggressive.
Let's hear you cry!
Yeah, that seems fitting. As for alignment, I do believe he fits chaotic neutral to a T. And, of course, the name. There we go. And I think that's it. I think we've got everything set up. So, he's not evil, I don't think. He's very chaotic neutral in nature. Very whimsical in that fact. But otherwise, he follows a very similar line to what Senator Armstrong is built for.
None shall escape!
But yeah, no, I think that's it. That is the new companion we have. Samuel Jackson. If I've gotten his name wrong, I did check beforehand to make sure. But yeah, this is his full name. He is, obviously, has the nickname, it doesn't matter. The point is, that's his name. If you Google it, you can probably search it up and find it, so... Yeah, it's not too hard. Alright, let's just give him another level into Barbarian Mad Dog. I'm thinking of just allocating him full into that, but we'll see. Let's just go with that. I think athletics is just going to be the focus for him, next to anything else. I guess I'll use magic device in there as well, strictly for the fact that having UMD helps you use scrolls. And that is something we're going to need for the near future. Even if he can't, you know, take advantage of it. It'll just help use basic scrolls and, you know, provide him the means to actually use them without too much trouble. Alright, with that out of the way, we've got ourselves a new companion. I'm gonna see if I can help this guy. Yep. Okay. Alright, I'll have... And show me what you have. Okay. So, now we have the quest of Fangberry for Vulcan, which is basically a collection quest. We gotta get him a bunch of moon radishes and other stuff. Now, tools that are going to be helpful when we travel around. Alchemist flasks of fire and acid. Early game, fantastic to have. And they help when you're in situations where you don't think you can kill somebody. So it's always good to have a bunch on hand. So I'm going to grab probably 20 of those. We'll grab 5 of those, and the rest we will grab in healing pots. Alright, done. You might think it weird for me buying potions, but this game demands that you do so, otherwise you fall behind really, really quick. It's one of those things that's really important to have early game. Okay, and now we're set. To some extent, anyways. Okay. Now, with builds, what you've got is you got your wolf here, which shall represent our... Oh, God. 1 second. Oh, God. He will represent our little mechanical dog. I would prefer to have a photo for him, but that's just unfortunately how the cookie crumbles. I understand that his gear is incorrect currently, but I cannot help that. So, for the near future, I will strive to make that change. So he's probably going to be a two-handed weapon wielder, probably of the sword variety. And obviously we're going to try and get any sort of bladed weapon that fits. Probably a scimitar or something. As for Stephen Armstrong, obviously, he's going to be remaining unarmed. As for everybody else, they'll have their positions. But I'm definitely going to need to figure out a means of buffing Stephen Armstrong. Probably through potions is going to be the go-to. But I digress. We should be good to go now. As for where we go, we're probably going to travel along here and go around. Or, well, we'll go straight to start with. But we'll just go on our merry way. Ah, an encounter. A jittery old man in squalid clothing scuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen as he tugs at his beard. Strange weather, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting around, seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Move along, old man. We give no alms. Who are you? The old man freezes for a moment. Remus. But that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? The old man raises a thick eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look, and no one else can. I don't have time to listen to an old fool's nonsense. Begone. Bold dog barks loud, while cunning one readies to bite. Cunning, short, but stubborn. He's now in an ancient tomb that lies south of the trading post, searching for the great power that once gave joy, and now brings only death. You don't want my nonsense? Then you'll hear sobs and screams. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties, claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Okay. Well then. Before we move any further, I'm going to reorganize our group. To some extent, anyways. We're going to be a very close-knit group from the looks of it. Very, very eager to get into the fight, most likely. We'll probably have Valerie lead into the charge. We'll have me and the barbarian standing here, I guess, side by side. Have the wolf over behind here. And go from there. And we'll just have her there, I guess. Just make it a line. Why not? It's a bit awkward, but it'll have to do. At least until I get a better formation set. With that, there's probably nothing around here, so I'm just gonna skedaddle, and we'll go from there. I am a thorough searcher, though. I will give you that. Okay, I guess we go down instead. So we go this way, I think, and go down. Alright, we found the Blackberry Meadow. That is a resource point. That will become more important when we get to the later stages of the game, where we will actually utilize them. For the sake of organization, when we do eventually reach a point where we have a full roster, I will organize the group accordingly, but there's going to be a lot of melee most likely. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen anyways. Alright, let's enter. Gonna be a very melee-oriented group, I feel. That's my thoughts on it anyways. Okay. Okay, so that's a battle for the near future, so let's quickly pot up. As for why I'm doing this, it's important to do this early game, just to be on the safe side. Okay, Potion of Spanish, Shield of Face, Mage Armor, this is the important part. Alright, this is all I theoretically can do now. There's no real reason to add anything else, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just go with it. That'll have to do, considering we have no buffers. A gnome, gaudy in purple garb, seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartuccio, who you know from your time in Restov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Well then.
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Achoo! Digging through a dusty dungeon, searching for I don't know what, and all this frowning. Scold, scold, scold. This is not how I imagined adventures with the future Baron. What am I ever going to write my book about? How we labored to open a chest filled with dust?
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Don't you have some other pressing matters to attend? Perhaps Jarmondi's request? The search for the Stag Lord?
I might ask you the very same. Aren't you supposed to be searching the local forest for some bandit boss in a horned hat?
So, yeah, this is gonna get interesting. Now, I have a choice here. I can either choose Harem or Lindsay in this situation. I think going with the positioning of the allies right now, I think going with Harem's probably for the best. That way I can most assuredly keep him alive. Because I don't exactly want people to die in this game. So I'll just be going with this option. Harem, I'd be happy to see you among my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio.
Side with you?
Well, unfortunate.
Cannot say if there be sense in that. I am satisfied in serving Tartuccio as much as anyone else. Crotus's peace awaits us all in the end.
Alright, well that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go with the alternate option. Lindsay, don't you think it's the perfect time to throw away that silly draft and start a real book? You already have a great protagonist. Me.
Yes! I shall overturn a new leaf, and on that leaf I shall pen a wonderful, thrilling story of the victory of the future Baron and the bitter defeat of his malevolent, flatulent rival. Nah.
Ah, I see.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
I mean, that's just business, baby.
Yeah!
Well. Okay, it's getting a bit slow. Okay.
Last chapter.
Okay. For some reason it's getting a bit slow. Oh, there goes the wolf.
I'll survive. I
Okay,
always
there
survive.
goes our barbarian. I'm not sure why it's being so slow, though. Okay. For some reason it's being really slow. Hold on. Probably a video setting things. Hold on. Let's see. I can probably change this without too much trouble. Let's just go medium and go from there. Could be that this area is just laggy in general, so it's no big deal. Okay, from here. The image carved in the stone has almost completely worn away over the ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket, covered with a coin. If you're familiar with that, feel free to comment. It seemed from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal skull has recently been scratched on the top of the image. That likely indicates that there is involvement with the ever-familiar jackal god, or goddess, one of the two. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything right now. Let's see, is there anything else here? There should be a trap.
How
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's level up Lindsay. It doesn't need to be important, but, you know, never hurts to have. Okay, just up Lindsay's stuff casually. I'm not too worried about her being anything important, so let's just up her in a rough sense. What is this? Terrain Mastery? No. Let's just go Canny Observer. No reason to not. Can't really think of anything I'll take, so just guess. Remove Fear seems fitting. It's a buff spell. Okay.
What troubles you? Anything else?
Alright, I'll have Lindsay heal quick. Because, you know, healing always helps. Okay, from here we just got a skedaddle, I do believe. Alright. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale damp stiffness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath? I guess it's heath. Replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions has gone cold. But we would not give up so easily. Whether trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. As we succeeded. No blades of grass went bent. It must have been enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through, but a heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down, and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and split down the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. We tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. The claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean, and these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of prints left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled into Kobold lands. Alright. We carefully studied the trail that led down into the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on the way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes, and then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. We tried to find any traces of magic in the surroundings. We discovered traces of a spell, apparently from the Illusion School of Magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. Alright, so I have a choice, basically. Into the gully. Appears to be frequently used. In its dust we saw set footprints together. It's clearly those who had no claws left in the battle. Alright. It appears that either the illusion had led into the gully, and he's using magic to conceal himself, or we go to the bigger trail, and we take our chances there. I think I'll go down into the gully, see if I can find anything. The way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as two men, and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking route stuck out at the ground from the top. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try his luck and climb the route. So, I have a choice. I'm definitely going to go with Senator Armstrong here. After tugging on the root, Stephen Armstrong took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with his feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both of his hands, he climbed higher and higher. Only his heavy breathing and faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping his wits, Stephen Armstrong shifted his weight to his legs and froze. After a tense moment, he continued his journey and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching his breath, he lay on the ground and offered his hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out the gully, one by one, we easily followed the claw footprints ahead. Again, and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target, and our intuition proved correct. Here we are. Let us organize ourselves a little bit. We should probably have Senator Armstrong here. We'll have our barbarians at his side, alongside you and you here, and we will have Lindsay in the back providing cover fire. It's a bit awkward, but it's the best I can do with so many melee-oriented individuals. I wish I could use healing on him, but I can't, so I'll just use some pots here to cover up any external injuries. And I will use Lindsay as a means to pass healing to our wolf. Yes, this is an alternative method for healing, but it's the best I can think of right now. But the healing's going to be important. Here we go.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the Kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
A kobold with unusually purple scales stands at a full head above its tribesmen. Hey! Glad to see you here, Mr. Jungson. Welcome to Kingmaker. We're playing with Senator Armstrong. It's one of the more meme streams, but hey, that's what you get, eh? The kobold with unusually purple scales stands at full head above his tribesmen. Their leader speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome, Tartuccio. The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement as they speak of Dragon Glory Dragon and we know the mites under the old Synachrome. They possess the magic treasure, very innocent. I'm probably going to go with the lawful opinion here, I think. Do I? You know what? I'm gonna go with the chaotic. This feels like a bit interesting here. That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of a forest. A circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio?
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me!
The purple kobold gives a start of surprise, but immediately collects himself and sends his companions upon you. It's gonna be a bit slow, but got plenty of individuals to help. Alright. Alright, and with that, we should be good. My inventories. I'm not sure why I'm going so slow. It might be a specific Pathfinder thing. It appears we've got haggis as an ingredient, which is always nice. There is an imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. Okay, so there might be treasure around, is what I'm getting at. Ah, here we go. Another trinket. With Kingmaker in general, it's normal to have to explore the entire map. So, if you see me doing it like this, just know it's good to get the collectibles. They help you with money and give you special items. Yep. More Rostlandic coins. And there we go. There's the speed. Okay, gather that. Here's the box. A bunch of port. Can't be bad. Alright, I think that's it. But we have now discovered Tartuccio is guising as a kobold to be a right tosser. Or he was a kobold to begin with. Whatever the case, something's going on. And it's starting to look a bit sus, I must admit. Okay, from here I think we need to get the quest here, which is another expansion. Yep, let's enter the location. Alright, here we are. Let's see. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see. Edible moss is always going to be nice. Okay. So, with this, so you're aware, Mr. Johnson, essentially this stream is going to be involving a lot of, permanent choices. So, if something happens and I fail it for good. So, don't expect, like, any changes here and there. The dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Well, looks who's here. I'm looking for the Stag Lord's fortress. Perhaps you'd be willing to help. For a small reward. You really think I serve him for money? Enough talk. Die. Alright. Well, we tried. No matter. It happens. Okay. Where's your rage? You don't have one. Okay, never mind. I thought you had a rage. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but whatever. It happens. Bandits. It's getting a bit slow. Guess that's just how the cookie crumbles for this, anyways. Okay, so I don't actually have any ranged attacks. That's annoying. Let's see, who has higher dex around me a lot? Okay, you're down, actually. Ooh, okay. Let's give you a crossbow. No, a composite longbow seems fitting. Longsword +1. That'll be something else, but we will give this to you. And I'll need you to temporarily swap so you can attack. There we go. And we good. I even got a ring. Solid. Can't get that bandit, unfortunately, but whatever. Okay, let's just grab a bunch of stuff. Oh! You see a dark-haired man, about 45. The wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips, as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise Aristil. Someone has finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Carvin. I'm a priest of Rastil, from Galt. Those bandits have attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted to me by Arastil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. So, how did you come into these lands, Jod? I was led here by visions, sent by the Elk God, he says with veneration. Arastil showed me that somewhere in the wildlands lies the Temple of the Elk, an ancient shrine forlorn and desecrated. I saw the ruins of the temple, and the shadows of a predator lurking in Sorcerer's Fog. I felt the echoes of the vicious rituals performed at the once blessed place. I have no doubt, Arastil revealed all this to me so I could stop the ungodly sorcery that's desecrating the temple. And where is this temple? That I don't know. Visions, even divine ones, are often vague and unreliable. I know only that the temple is somewhere near, in the Nara marshes. But I'm afraid I won't be able to find it myself, what with bandits lurking around every corner in this place. He shakes his head, sadly. What would Stephen Armstrong do? I don't think he would respond with the lawful evil command here. I think he'd be more the neutral good, but he's doing it for his own benefit. After all, this could be a potential ally. I'll go with the neutral good option in this circumstance. It just seems fitting. Jod mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be surprised to meet an honest man as to see a manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future, once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given to me by Arastil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Oleg Leviton's trading post to rest and think on what I should do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Jod. My gratitude will know no bounds. Okay, solid. Okay, this is a locked chest, unfortunately. I won't be able to open this. I'm gonna need a competent person who can open that, so that's for the future, I guess. Okay, now we've got traps to deal with, hopefully. I suppose we also got healing. Just heal wherever I can, never hurts. I would heal the wolf, but can't. Alright, swap you back to your primary weapons of melee. Preferably I'd like to have some range, but you know, that's just how it be for what I've got. The roll was not fortunate for me when choosing companions.
What a surprise.
Okay, let's disarm the traps here, which appear to be summoning traps.
I failed. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
thank you. You failed. Good thing that it's not too hard to deal with. Okay, you failed that again. Come on, Lindsay. Alright, I guess I'm choosing another companion as soon as I can. Ah, bandits.
Serves you right.
Okay, here we go. Not too hard to deal with. Yep.
Look at me, Gorum!
Okay. Nice, there's some goodies here and there. I could probably use some of those to help. Okay, there should be an item down here, but I'm not sure. Okay, okay, no, I guess not. I thought there was. Oh well, I probably just don't have a high enough perception stat to search it out. With that said though, I can definitely equip some gear though. Because Samuel will be an important part in the near future, I'm going to give him a longsword, a +1. Preferably, I'd like to get rid of the shield and give him a two-hander, but that'll be for the near future, most likely. For myself, I'm going to pop on the Ring of Protection, get myself a deflection bonus. I'm probably going to eventually get Potions of Shield of Faith and Barkskin in the near future, but all in due time. We really need to get a support caster though, I think. That way we can actually take advantage of, you know, all the buffs and whatnot. But everything in due time. Okay, I think that's it. Well, no, there is one more thing actually. Hold on. Can I get this? No. Yeah, okay, I can't get the body, but there is this interactable, which I didn't touch yet. The bandits' belongings are piled together in a messy heap. Let us search their belongings for information or valuables. Okay, unfortunately I find nothing of interest. Well, that's a shame. Had we found something, we would have come across a very interesting fact. That would have been is that alcohol. There's alcohol in that stash, and we could have used it to potentially poison him, the Stag Lord. Unfortunately, we didn't get that chance, so that's just how it happens. We're gonna have a harder time dealing with the Stag Lord. Yes, I could just save and whatnot, but I'm not going to do that. No reason to. Not yet, anyways. Basically put, I'll find another way to deal with him. Okay, let's see. What have I got? I've got a bunch of stuff. Composite longbow. Probably going to be useful for literally anybody, so give that to you guys and go from there. Okay, I'll swap you with composite longbow as well. Valerie, might as well do the same. Just give everybody composite longbows to benefit from their strength. Okay. I could go with the Masterwork Heavy Flail instead and reduce his AC a bit. I don't know. I'll stick with the armor for now, until he gets, like, better gear. Because he's gonna have heavy armor by the end of it. Okay. How's my food stores looking, actually? Well, let's copy the recipes first. Alright. Inventory, camping, and ration supplies are at 4, so I should probably head back.
I require rest.
Okay, everybody's getting fatigued, so I was right to choose this path. Okay. Now we go into the Oleg's trading post, and we get to buy some supplies and probably get some rest without wasting resources. Oh. Hey. There appears to be a problem. Okay. A feral swine living in the woods. Not normal wild pig. Vicious boar. Tuskgutter. Okay. So to give you an idea, this is basically a quest to hunt a boar of sorts. It's a it's one of those dire boars, I think. So to keep our companion happy, I think let's go kill him. Why not? Okay. Now with that, let's see. We need to buy some stuff and sell some stuff accordingly. Okay, so we will talk with Oleg. Let's just offer what we don't need and sell everything else here. Do the same here. Stud of leather, keep... Actually, I could probably organize this as well. Light armor. Do I need it? Not really. I'll ditch everything. Why not? Just money, after all. Waiting to be used. Nothing here that I want to sell. Nothing there. Okay. Ports. Definitely gonna sell all that. Because I don't believe it's used in recipes, last I recall. I will be keeping the food, though, I think. Yeah, let's keep the books, let's keep the food, and we will go from there. Okay, as for gear, I would like to get the bag of holding at some point, but I won't be able to buy it right now. Okay, with 6 people, I need to get 24 supplies, I want to say. That should be enough. Yeah, so let's get 20. We'll have 24 at that point. And yeah, we should be good to travel. Now we should be able to talk with Jod here.
How may I serve you? That's why I'm here. Find the Temple of the Elk. I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself. Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I'll repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
Okay.
How may I serve you?
Alright, what services do you offer? Yeah, it's just divine spells. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be an important person I'm going to be buying a bunch of stuff from. So, with that, I think I can just buy straight up 30. Yeah, I could buy straight up 30 scrolls of healing. Can I get any buff scrolls that, you know, defend me? No, not really. It's just divine scrolls. Okay. I'm going to buy 30 scrolls of healing. And that will be a faucet that I'm going to be using above potions to start with, until I cannot use potions anymore. Alright, let's see. Do you have any potions I can use that are cheap? Price in ascending order, preferably. Let's see. Potions of Cure Light Wounds, Enlarge Person. Transmutations of bodily poisons, not what I need. Bark Skin, Blur. Okay, so stuff I don't really need right now, which is unfortunate. Okay. We'll just be settling for that and going on our way. But first, let's get some rest. I guess I could quickly talk with Lindsay, but I'll do the rest first before I do any of that. We after all have to save a bunch more people. Okay, with that, everybody should be healed. Let's just quickly go through the text. If you wish to see more of this, just pause the video, I think would be fine. A good way of doing it anyways. And for those who are curious, I'm doing this just because I need to. It's a story thing. Let's see. Write whatever you wish. It's your right, but I shall decide if your book is allowed in my lands. Alright. With that, I can skedaddle. Let's check the price of mercenaries, though. 2,000 gold still. Okay. As long as it's 2k, I should be good. Although I think it's going to get more expensive once I level up with Armstrong, so that's the unfortunate bit, but yeah, that's just how it happens. That's how the cookie crumbles. Alright. From here we have two choices. We can either go to the Fangberry Cave, or we can go to the Abandoned Hut. I think out of all the choices, I am going to want to go to the Abandoned Hut to start with, and then I'll go from there. I'll basically work my way around and leave the Stag Lord for last once I reach that point. At least that is what I'm planning. Oak that's strayed. Yeah, might as well. There might be special trinkets or whatnot here. Okay, here we go. Ah, a Dryad. Okay. So with this, it might actually be dangerous, so I'll prepare a buff spell.
All this waiting bores me.
Alright.
Battles await.
Alright, let's go charging.
Anything is possible.
Ask.
And we'll throw you a charge as well. Basically, have everybody...
Learn how to use it first. You cannot stand
Basically, everybody
me.
goes in hard. And heck yeah, the damage is just scaling. Okay. And there they go. A rather efficient but quick kill. Alright, standing on spike stones. On a failed reflex save, creature suffers injuries to its feet and legs and slows its base speed by half. That's assuming I move, which is the issue here. Well, I can wait, I suppose. Where's the wait button? Here. No, I need to hit the wait button. Where is it? Nope. That's unfortunate. Okay, I guess...
I wrote it like I saw it.
Alright, well, let's go with the wolf, because if they go down, it's fine. Okay. Oh, it cleared, so good. There we go. Fixed. Alright. From here, we just need to see if there's anything interesting. I don't think there is right now, but there should be things appearing here and there every now and again. Mainly by quest, though. So, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there is that. What is that? That is a piece of a staff. Okay. Okay, it doesn't appear like there's anything else, so we can skedaddle on our merry way. No need to stick around. Alright, from here we will go down south, follow along here, and we will go to the abandoned hut. Yeah, we'll go in this location. Okay, here we go. Ah, the nymph. You're here. Please, follow me. Alright. I'll grab stuff along the way, though. Oh. Father, please, I looked for the herbs as you asked for. There just weren't enough to... Silence! Do you forget the rules? You speak when I say. God, it's too fast. Okay. I can't keep up with that. Come on. Alright, here we go. Silence. Did you forget the rules? You speak when I say. You do as I say. Disobedience leads to punishment, and you have disobeyed twice. But father, 3 times. And he uses acid splash. Enough. I can't. Enough! It appears that torture has happened. That's unfortunate. It appears that there is rotwood sacks and the stairs of decayed long ago. Ah, potion of a large person. Never hurts to have. Let's go down here real quick, see if we can find some extra stuff. It appears there's a ferocious wolf or two. Doesn't hurt to kill. Alright. Come on, take it out. Quit missing. Jeez. Yeah, I need better to hits. Like, holy hell. Nurgra's old note. In early spring, Willow's leaves are the same color as her eyes. His too, I barely hold myself from burning them out with acid. It's his fault. Despicable. Weak. If it was not for him, she would still be alive. Does not talk to me, looks away, plans something. I know. I have to gather forest herbs and make a hiding place. Hide my charms. He's a coward, but he can steal and run away. I will punch it out of him. Everything hurts, I can barely walk. How could he? How? He would never bring himself to confront me on his own. He says the name is now Stag Lord. He says he will not let me die, or let me go. He says I should not be calling him my son, like I ever did. He told me to pack my things. We are leaving soon. He now has his people and his own fortress. I'm hiding the charms in the herb cache. I probably should not. I will not be able to escape. He will not let me. Well, that's morbid. Jeez. Well, that's just how the nature of this game is. Having experienced it myself and gone through the entire thing once. I will explain the conversation through words once I get the chance. Well then. Let's see. Where have you been? I've told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You'll never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power. Or maybe you'd like to try the acid. I am not your slave any longer. Not your toy. Not your son. Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you will do as I say. You speak when I say. Disobedience leads to punishment. Always. Okay then. A very abusive relationship happened, which kinda sucks, not gonna lie. That is, not cool.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
The familiar outline of the nymph appears before you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
Tell me about yourself. I would like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers. Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Well then, okay. Would you be willing to share the details of your story? About these evil powers, the enchanted forest, the monster?
One day, perhaps. Perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep. The Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
Alright, tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the Druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
Alright, I'll return later.
I'll be waiting.
Farewell. Okay. Well, you wait all you want, I guess. I'll see what I can find. Alright, let's see. Ah, the token of the Triad. Probably because she's here. Surely. A wooden house, time-worn and apparently deserted.
You come again. Did you find something?
I found the Druid's notes. They mention a Temple of the Elk. Can this help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the Druid created.
That's concerning. I think OBS crashed. Hopefully it doesn't affect the chat too much. At least that's the hope.
The fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the Druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
What a time to disconnect from the OBS, huh? Oh well. It won't affect the story too much. Hopefully. Worst case, you could just review it from, at least on Twitch. Anyways. I have a clear goal now. I'll continue on my journey. There appears to be a wolf there, so I should probably check that out. But first, let's check that note. I went to the old temple of the elk again today. Wicked, gloomy place, just like my soul. It used to shine once, and it is hollow and horrible now. Did he spy on me? Maybe I should lock him up. No, let him be. What can he do, the useless coward? Just whimper and hide. Well then. Okay. Let's deal with this wolf.
We will prevail!
And yeah, go from there. Yeah, that's a... I got way too many melee. I might need to change it up a bit. The ground near the chest is covered with culinary herbs. They dried out long ago. Okay, they look to be herbs, so I'll split one out. Toss it in. And hey presto. An enchanted short sword, a book on transmutations, and a mushroom. There we go. Shambletus, it appears. I don't think there's anything else here, though. I think I've thoroughly explored this area, so yeah, we should be good to go. Alright, let's skedaddle. I'll probably sell the short sword for money. But from here, we should be good to go to the Temple of the Elk, I think. We may need a rest along the way, but that's just how it be.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Do I save? Nah, let's just keep going. We'll keep going down, down, down. Let's do a rest now. With the rations it will reduce, and we will start managing who goes where. Alright, first let's figure out... Alright, so cooking. For cooking, the best one is Lindsay from the looks of it. For watch... well, first let's go camp camouflage. Nobody's good at camp camouflage, so it's going to be a reduced chance unless we use Lindsay. Let's just go with Senator Armstrong for the camp camouflage, keep it at solid 0. We'll have hunting dealt with by our mad dog. For perception, we shall have... Yeah, we'll have Jez on that. We'll have Amiri on watch as well. And for... Yeah, we'll put you over in the stealth category, so that way things aren't that bad. Well, do I... No, let's just stick you over in perception. And for buffs, we will stick... You know what? We're gonna have haggis. No hearty meal. Seasoned wings would be the easiest, though. I'll go with the hearty meal for now. There's no reason to not, especially when in the near future I can use it more reliably.
Hey, book kid. Want to hear a story about hunting a saber-toothed owlbear? That was a good hunt.
A saber-toothed owlbear? But Amiri, owlbears don't have teeth. They have beaks.
Okay, camp camouflage is successful. We got a hearty meal out of it. The hunters just didn't get anything. out of it, which is unfortunate, but better than losing everything. Now, the Temple of the Elk. Here we go. Oh, random encounter. What's going on? Oh, that's interesting. A group of well-armed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey, you, stop right there. Canna, look at this one. Will he do? The group's leader lay her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one? I suppose, but I don't like his snout. She studies your companions carefully but nonchalantly, as if examining goods on the market. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic League. Our slave died, and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It'd be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now, the one that you will give. Okay. What is the Technic League? One very serious organization from Numeria. People with whom you better not start a fight, and who you better not bother with foolish questions. You sure can talk. Let's see how you fight. Okay, let's quickly buff. Rage, and buff. Gonna need fighting defensively on... no. We're going to need to focus her down, I believe, was the go-to. And dealing with the mages as well. Samuel, you'll deal with that mage. Valerie, you'll be the defense. Stephen Armstrong. Yeah. The Wolf and Amiri will go for Canna. I will deal with the Archer. Or rather, Stephen Armstrong shall. And the bus will go accordingly. From there, Lindsay will buff with that. Okay, from here. There we go. And there we are. Okay. There we go. You have crossed paths with the Technic League. This shall be on your undoing. Unfortunately for you, no mercy. Yep, there we go. Alright. And now we just wait until you are down. Come on.
This is not the end.
Okay. And there goes the individual. Oh boy, the announcement came back on. Okay. Hopefully nobody left, but, you know, stuff happens. Okay, follow her trail. That is the next goal. Yeah, I'm gonna really have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that internet, because disconnecting during stream isn't really that great. Okay. From here we can, I don't know, go down here, see if there's anything worthwhile. I don't think there is, but we'll just go from there. Yeah, nothing there, so let's just keep going. I think that's the best course of action. Nothing, nothing, a whole lot of nothing. Okay, we should be good to go, I think. Yeah, Jthal requires negative energy healing, which kind of annoying. Can't be much that can be done about it, though. The insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic League have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious Stolen Lands. But not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First, though, we'd have to pick up on their trail. To do that, we tried to understand, based on what we'd seen, what kind of spell Kana used to get away, and where it could bring her. Unfortunately, that failed. Unfortunately, a spell such an elusive thing, it can hardly be called a thing at all. No matter how hard we thought, we still had no idea what exactly she used. We had to find another way. Alright. We tried to find anyone who could have seen those despicable people. Sadly, the wild woods of the Stolen Land are not like city streets, where you can talk to passers-by, go to the tavern, question a drunkard, and order a beer. In the whole area, we only met a single mushroom gatherer, who seemed suspicious that we were armed, turned around and ran. No one was going to help us, so we, without searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail to the Technic League. The henchmen of the ominous Technic League are truly insidious, and the Stolen Lands a mysterious thicket. But true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up a trail of those scoundrels and soon found their camp. Solid. So, with that, we've now found their camp, which is over here. And we will address that as soon as possible. But to start with, let's first focus on our healing. Because we're going to need to do that at the very least. Alright, Samuel's going to need some healing, so let's pump him full of pages of Cure Light Wounds. You're going to see me purchase a lot of scrolls. This is for a good reason. You're going to always need these. Compared to, you know, normal Pathfinder games, this is the situation where you actually want to buy scrolls of healing, because otherwise things just go worse and worse for you. Speaking from experience, I must admit. This was quite literally one of the few ways you could actually handle threats in this game. And you have to be somewhat metagamey here.
State your
Otherwise, things just go worse for you. Alright, I need to give you healing. So pump you full of that. There we go. And I do believe that there is dangers over here. Yeah. Okay. So for this, we're gonna have to buff up, so...
I've been taught, if someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor. It is why my armor gleams as it does.
I guess I'll leave the remove fear. I don't need that right now. Not yet, anyways. And from here, we just charge.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Alright. Destroy them as quickly as possible. Okay, that's the mobs done with the frogs. Now we got the wolves.
You should be.
Oh jeez. Hopefully it's not too much trouble. Come on.
I can't keep this up much longer.
How do I go about this? Jeez. Alright, let's pop you some potions. Give you as much as you need. And pop a Miri some as well. As per the situation calls. Okay.
Avenge me.
Okay, things are getting dangerous now. Okay. Hopefully this isn't too much trouble. Oh boy. A heal. Okay, that's taking her down. I won't be able to heal Jailthal, so I'm going to focus on Steven. Okay, she's going to go down, most likely. Which is unfortunate. Oh boy. Oh dear. Okay, this might be a wipe. Okay, let's load that up, because we're gonna lose. Unfortunately, that's just how this game is. You're going to lose consistently, so you should at least expect to die a few times here and there. Unfortunately, that's just how this game is. Gets unreasonably hard. Okay, so this might take 1 or 2 attempts. Depends, really. Okay.
I'm always ready.
Quickly heal. Alright.
To victory!
Alright, there we go. Try and kill the frogs as quickly as possible. There we go. Now, let's see, is there anything here? I don't think there is, just nausea. Or sickened, rather. Okay, there is the Primal Direboar, so heal that next. Okay, come here. Why are you focusing Miri? What the heck? Okay, just casually focus her. Alright. Yeesh. Hate the mechanics here sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work in your favor. Like, holy heck. Okay, there we go. Alright.
What troubles you?
Okay, let's heal you up. I might as well just use scrolls as well while I have the chance. Okay, that'll have to do. And from here we can prep against this, because unfortunately that's just a given.
In due time.
Okay. Okay, let's just do it like that. Just have the save on hand. Never hurts. Alright, now, this is going to be a bit difficult, but it's going to be needed. So let's beef up as best as I possibly can.
I'm there.
Okay, it appears that the wolf is trying to go after somebody else, which makes sense.
This will hurt!
Okay, just gotta carefully focus on one at a time, hopefully. Get Judgment on, because I'm going to need the hits. But the concealment's going to be annoying. Hopefully I'll be able to challenge this without too much issue, though. Okay, there goes the wolf. Alright, now we can focus on the last one right here. Okay, there goes her. And then we now have her left. There we go. That was tedious, but needed. Hate doing that. But you know, that's just how that's just how it be. Okay, we're almost done clearing this place up. Okay. Okay, now we've got the bear, so let's hope things go well.
Their life ends here.
Unworthy.
I think everybody else can charge, though.
How glorious.
Okay.
I see your light.
Oh dear. Okay. Hopefully things don't go worse. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh boy. Okay. Well, there goes the wolf. Okay, that's a dangerous bear. Let's just hope I have enough to deal with it. If I have her charge in first, I could probably get the Shield of Faith going. And a bark skin. So Valerie can take the brunt of what's gonna happen. Either me or somebody else can get enlarged. I'll have Amiri get enlarged. That way her stats beef up. I should probably beef up Samuel as well. He will get the buff of enlarged person as well. Let's see. There's a keen sickle, short sword. Anything worthwhile? Not really. The long sword is probably the best right now. Okay, with that, everything should be good to go. Everybody should be able to charge with no trouble.
You have my attention.
Bleeding touch. Okay.
Unworthy.
This is probably the best I can do here. Okay. Let's just hope I have enough here.
Grant me strength.
Okay, they appear to be targeting Valerie, as planned. Do I have a potion of reduce person now? No, just a potion of vanish. Okay. This'll have to be what I can do. Okay. I'm gonna go down.
Oh,
unfortunate.
Happen.
Alright. Let's hope that's enough. Nearly there. Nearly there. Come on. Come on. Miss. Alright. There we go. Done and dealt with. That was more tedious than anticipated. Okay, who are you?
I swear, never have I been so glad to meet a stranger. Even with the power granted me by Sarenrae, I almost lost. You have my thanks. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tristian.
Okay.
A Sarenrae fanatic. Talk about people I'd be just as happy not seeing for the next 1,000 years.
You're wounded. Do you need aid?
You are very kind. Kindness to strangers is in short supply these days. But worry not. Sarenrae's priests are skilled in the healing arts. I can heal myself.
Okay, how did you get here?
I was investigating this fog. I believe you have already discerned that it is magical in nature. I serve Sarenrae, goddess of sunlight. Discovering an evil magic that isolated living creatures from the sun alarmed me in no small way. I was able to locate the place the fog originated from, but was too presumptuous and almost got into the beast's teeth.
A local nymph directed me here. She thinks the enchanting fog in this temple was created by the druid, who serves the bandit leader here. I expect defeating the beast guards should cause the fog to clear.
I have never spoken to nymphs, but I believe their assessment is accurate. The creatures occupying this temple are far from ordinary animals. The power that moved them here is related to the fog. The beasts hold the fog as anchors hold a ship dancing in the waves. From what I can tell, once the beasts are defeated, the fog should begin to clear.
Well, the beasts are defeated. What now?
Praise be Sarenrae. Now, if my knowledge serves, the fog should weaken and eventually clear entirely. We need only wait. Perhaps somewhere more hospitable?
Well, with those beast deads, I have other matters to attend to. Farewell.
Please wait. You saved my life. I have no treasures or relics, but I have knowledge and the divine power of a priest. I wish to aid you in your journeys.
I would welcome your assistance.
Thank you. I hope I will be of help.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna take you out, take you back in, because I need the healing more than anything, and honestly, he's just a good priest to have around. Saves me from having to heal a person who that heals from negative energy as well, so there is that plus. A bunch of items, nothing too special beyond that. Pots with a potion of mage armor, which is going to be useful for my monk. But I'm going to need a lot more of those potions, I feel, because I'm going to be downing them like constantly until I get like a companion that can substitute that. But we should be good to go. I don't think there's any... Oh, no, wait, there is something there. 1 second. Let's quickly grab that before we go then. Yeah, I would have missed this. A token of the Triad. That's experience just waiting to be used. Okay. Alright, let's see. What gear do we get? Quarterstaff. Not something I'm going to use, I don't think. Yeah, it's just a d6 plus 1. Masterwork longbow. Should be good. Well, actually... Hold on. Oh, no, it's just a longbow. Never mind. Okay, we should be good to go now. One thing is for certain, I'm going to need buffs. Lots of them. Okay, from here, I think we can go to Technic League. And then we can kill Tuskgutter. And we should be able to go from there, I want to say. It really depends how far we go. So we'll go up here. Follow the path down here. Old Oak. A great tree dominates this area, rising from the remains of the waterlogged pine forest. Well, let's check it out. Maybe there's something there. Okay. Let's see what we can find.
I'm there.
Ah, boggards. Let's take him out. Ah, the troll. Ah. It's unfortunate, but they seem to be running. Let's hope nothing comes of it.
Tear them
Shouldn't.
apart!
Okay. Now the boggart here, and we should be good. Ah, the wolf goes down. Okay. And there we go.
Right here, my friend.
Let's convert it to Cure Light Wounds. Yeah, I'm gonna need to heal the wolf,
Share
so
your troubles.
pop that. And pop that. Might as well do another. Let's just do this, actually. There we go. Alright. With that, that's a scroll of protection from chaos, so that's a useful trinket to protect myself. Even got a scroll of enlarged person, and another potion of mage armor, which is going to be immensely useful. Okay, from here, we've got a man-eater, so let's take that out. Let's hope I can trip. Okay. Pop a heal. Okay, this is getting a bit dangerous. I might not be able to beat the man-eater troll in this case, which would be unfortunate. Okay. That's a lot of... Okay. I'll put this over in E. That way I can spam the healing. And for you, considering you got no means of range, oh dear. Kind of wish I got you something for it, but whatever. This'll just have to do, hopefully. Oh, there goes Steven.
Survive. I always survive.
Oh, there goes. Alright. Yeah, no, we're probably not going to beat that then. I would face it, but considering the... I don't think I'm going to beat that. Unfortunately, level restrictions are like key when dealing with these enemies. So if you don't crack down on it, then you kind of screw yourself over. Okay, let's get a quick rest in. We're going to need a new person for watch here, so we'll just do that and go from there. Resting will take 9 hours. Done.
Our adventures are so great. Soon I will be able to write an epic tale just like my favorite books, Legend of the Archknights of Avestan. You know, Valerie, not everyone flails about screaming like you do. Guy Chasseur de Lambert had finesse, style, grace. He danced around his opponents, killing only when he had to. You could learn from him, Oaf.
I suppose he was the greatest swordsman of the age? What a joke. Dancing around the battlefield like a tavern act. I've never seen someone dance during combat, little one. Sounds made up.
Okay. So we've managed to succeed in the camouflage, but we failed with the hunters going out, and we spoiled the main meal. Well, that sucks, but as long as we're good to go with no combats, we should be fine. Alright. Now, I do believe this is where the Technic League is. So now we just gotta prep for them and deal with them. Alright. Let's get some vengeance on these jerks. Goodness knows they deserve what's coming to them. Alright. How about you? Okay. Pop some heals. Alright. There we go. What is this? An escape? Untie us and we'll help you. Okay, cool. Looking like we got some individuals willing to assist. Can't be bad. Alright.
Anything else?
Potion of reduced person, some goodies. Alright, let's free the prisoners. Okay. Okay, first order of business would be the mages, so I'll have Amiri, Samuel, and me, and probably Tristan as well, go deal with the other mages in the back. Alright, deal with the Fear Mage. Here. Okay, come on.
Tear them apart!
Okay, quickly there.
This won't kill
Oh dear.
You suffer. I endure.
Okay, provide the healing.
Repent. I'll survive.
Oh dear.
I always survive.
Things are getting worse.
You forced my hand.
Pop a shield on there. I should have given Lindsay a buff. Or the remove fear buff. That would have made things a lot easier. Just pop a buff there. And from there we should be good. Alright, we need to kill the summoner first and foremost, so let's focus our efforts on her. Because if we don't, then things are just going to go awry with these summoned dogs. Oh. There we go. And now we can just focus on everybody else. There we go. Kalana drops her weapon and raises her hands, which are covered in blood. Mercy! Don't kill me! The half-orc bares his fangs. That is how you talk now, wretch. I've waited to do this for so long. He casts a spell on his outstretched palm, and sparks begin dancing upon it. The half-elf puts her hand on his shoulder. Ragongar, come now, let her go. It's one thing to kill her in battle, but executing her unarmed, why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic League. By her own hand she enchained us. And you want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Huh. She'll just gather another band and try to catch us again. Before deciding her fate, I want to ask some questions. I'll tell you everything. I know much. You'll see. I'm more used to you alive than dead. Alright, tell me about the Technic League. It's an ancient alliance of wizards and scholars of the Numerian wastelands, and its technologies. We are the mightiest organization in the whole of Numeria. We possess powers that the initiated would only dream of, and our agents are everywhere, not just in Numeria. Believe me, these are not people you want as enemies. Only cowards with no honor reckon sheer power is a good reason for an alliance, Valerie would say. Is it normal for the Technic League to grab random people on the road to enslave them? She shrugs. The Technic League is so strong because it's never afraid of taking what it needs, whatever the laws may say. We are missing a slave. We underestimated you. That was a mistake, of course. I apologize. What are you doing in this part of the world? I was sent by Maestro Janusz. He's a very important person and a mighty wizard who taught these two ungrateful slaves everything they know. He'll be furious to find out they are free, and will certainly find the one who stole the Technic League's property. Believe me, he does not need me for that. Whether you kill me or not, he'll find you in no time. You say this Magistro guy of yours will find us anyway. Then I guess we won't need anything out of sparing you. You best not anger the Maestro. If you kill me, he'll be furious. Oh, I'm scared. You know, I actually like getting slavers and all the other assholes angry with me. Then I get to cut them to pieces. Why did you have these two in chains? Because we own them. The Technic League spent vast sums of money on these two. We nurtured them, fed them, and treated them. Even taught them the magic. For many years. They cost us a fortune, and we're not going to just set them free. Whatever your local customs say, we are fully in our rights. Alright, I don't have any questions. Listen to me. Do not make any hasty decisions. I'm an important person in the Technic League. I have connections. You'll benefit from such an ally. Sparing a repentant sinner is a good deed, but I hear no repentance in her words. She seeks impunity, not mercy. You see now what a snideball she is? Step aside. Let me fry her. It's the right thing to punish your tormentor. Kill her, Ragongar. The half-orc bares his fangs in a grin of triumph and raises his hand, lightning sparkling. I zap thee with my heart. I didn't mean to spoil the victory, but on the other hand, she deserved it. Haha! We're free. I can't believe it. Free as the bird in the sky. Phew. Ragongar holds Octavia tight, and she laughs slightly, and kisses him on the lips. Well then. Thank you. You have no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Alright, who are you? I'm Ragongar, and this is Octavia. Basically, to give you an idea, the girl is... She's like a rogue. She's one of those arcane trickster types with the sneak attack on spells. Ragongar is a bloodline sorcerer sort of thing. He's a magus with a bloodline of a dragon pact, which usually is the best for benefiting from the special class that builds into the strength buff, which you can turn into a dragon and go from there. Really powerful, but you really have to focus into it to benefit. But I'm just going to quickly speed through this dialogue, so why not? Okay, we've got new individuals to join our compatriots. I'm going to stick with what I got for now. I'm fine with what I got, because we're going to change it eventually, so never hurts. Okay, let's see. Technically, slave. Yeah, just free them. Why not? I've got no reason to keep them. Plus, it's just good etiquette. Why not? Okay. From here... Yep.
In due time.
There we go. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything else, I don't think. Alright, let's skedaddle, I think. Yeah, let's go. We're good. With that, I think we've done quite a bit, I must admit. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good point to call it. So, for this session, we've managed to get quite far. We've managed to do the main quest quite a bit. We've managed to go through to the abandoned hut, where we have learned lore about the Stag Lord and his past of, you know, being tortured and torture. We went to the Temple of Elk, defeated a few enemies, and we went to the Technic League when they harassed us. Oh, and how can I forget? At the beginning, we kicked the butt of Tartuccio. For next stream, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tuscutter's lair, most likely. We are going to make our way around and get to the old sycamore. Most likely, anyways. Then we're probably just going to circle around until we get to Fangberry Cave, and we will scour the surroundings to map out the entire area, and then we will deal with Stag Lord. So we got quite a ways to go. Shouldn't be too hard, but we'll have to test the waters in every zone, because that's just how Kingmaker is. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. I know I did. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Take care, everybody.